Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. I'm Matt. Today I'm doing an unboxing, and as you can see up here, I'm unboxing Eternal Decks. This is a game that I didn't think I could get, but I managed to find a website which I would highly recommend if you're in the UK. Travel Games, and they had this in stock, and I bought it, and they sent it out really quickly. No fuss, really great website and great company, it seems like. So I will probably be using them again. So Travel Games, if you're in the UK, or even if you're not, I guess. I don't think they ship to America at the moment, probably because of tariffs and Trump. But yeah, so I'm going to unbox Eternal Decks. And if you don't know what it is, I will show you. So I've kept it in the box. I've taken my address off so you can't come around. And I will open this up. Where is it going to open? So it's sealed at the front. They've even written my name. You can see my full name. And they've done some little stickers, so they've got like stamps, I think, travelgames.co.uk, and it's a Halloween stamp. And then they've got rotisserie chicken, which I don't completely understand, but hey. Oh, yes. So here we go. Oh, look at this. How sweet. They've wrapped it up as well. Thank you, Travel Games. Hi, thank you so much for supporting our little shop. It truly means the world to us. I want to apologise for the lack of a handwritten note for your order. It's a busy time here, and we thought it was more important to get your games out quickly so you can dive into them. Thanks for your understanding. All the best, Ben. Well, I mean, how sweet. Really sweet. And it's wrapped up. And there's a little after you, Beto San. And a little rotisserie chicken sticker. Well, this is so sweetly done. And if you look here, let me just, can I zoom in a little bit? I'll just bring this up. Yeah, look at this. Travel Games, another little stamp and a little sticker of a hedgehog in a cup. And they've wrapped it up. Wow, that is the best presentation of a posted game that I've ever seen. So I think, yeah, they kind of wrapped it up from the bottom. And here we have the box. How nice. So it's not a big box. It's in that kind of small box. I would say Legacy of You is kind of the same size, so it's not massive. This is primarily a card game, and as you will see, there is not a game board as such. There is a game board, but it's presented slightly differently. So it's 1 to 4 players, 30 to 40 minutes, 10 up. Game designed by Hiroken, artwork by Mujun Shah, and developed by Bodegekazoku. Yeah, so let's open the box. A lot of people were saying a lot of good things about this game, and I've watched some playthroughs, although there aren't many. And the reason I decided to do this unboxing, because I don't unbox everything, is that I couldn't find a great unboxing on YouTube. So I thought, let's do one. So yes, Eternal Decks unboxing. Let's open this up. Oh, smells good. So here we have rules and stage description, and that is because I believe, yeah, this is in Japanese. I don't actually know. Chinese? Japanese? So bad. I think it's Japanese. So we obviously won't be using that. Well, I won't be. So this one should be in English. And it is, thank goodness. So I can use this one. And then we have the stages. So there are different stages in this game. I think there are 6 or 7. And this is the English one. So the game sort of, you can play it as a mini sort of campaign. And there is a solo version, obviously, because that's what I will be playing on my channel. And you can play one-off games, or you can play the story mode, as they call it. And if you do play the story mode, there is this... oh no, that's not it, actually. That's creative mode. There should be a solo sort of book in here, but if there's not, it doesn't actually even matter for me because I've downloaded it. But let me just see. Could be in this one. No. That is just the instructions, the rules. Oh, here it is. So here's solo play in the story mode. So you would have A, B, C, D, and E. So 5 stages. And it looks pretty fun. So you can kind of upgrade certain things. So you have golems who you have 3 decks. So you're playing from 3 decks. You're basically playing a 3-player game. But this allows you to have certain powers that you can upgrade. And then we have what I think is really cool is the game board, but it is a cloth game board. So let me show this. Oh, it's really nice actually. So if we just move this out of the way for the moment. I don't know how big it is. Let me move my tea. So it's this way. So yeah, it takes up quite a lot of space. Let me just move these out of the way for the moment. But how cool. So yes, I'll be doing some zooming out to play this one. How cool is that? So the cards go on here. It actually works really well on my top of my desk because I've got a soft top. So like a play mat on top. So there we go. This is the board. And this is where you play cards. And there are 3 different sections where you play cards. And we will be getting things from here. I don't actually know what they're called. Anyway, let me find out. Are they called Eternals? Yes, they are Eternals. So you can see here that there are 24 Eternals in the game, and they're pretty cool. I'll explain how they work, but there are also cards for the Eternals. So I'll explain that once we get to looking at stuff. So there's the mat, and I can just leave it there. So, in the box, we have quite a lot of cards. We have these big sets of cards because they're going to go here. And as you play different parts of the story, these cards will change. And there are different cards, I think, for, you know, oh, they're quite thick. Yeah, these are proper like card. E, and there are some in Japanese as well. In fact, they're Japanese on one side and English on the other side. And some of them explain how the turn goes. In fact, there's 4 of those for 4 players, because it's up to 4 players. And then there are some cards that can change, because this is for a certain number of players, but it's slightly different for 3 players, which I will be playing because 3 players is how we play the solo game as well. And then this is slightly different as well. So these will go out depending on what we're doing, because I think that could go there, for example. I don't know. So these are very nice as well. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So we have turn structure. Your turn, play a card by the mountain field, play a card by the field, play a card by the river, use an ability card. Stage A only, you can use ability cards, for certain things. Generate jewels, which we can talk about. Give a card to a teammate by spending a heart. And then it just goes through common placement rules. The river, which is at the bottom, you can't see at the moment. And communication discs, which operate slightly differently in the solo game. So there's those, and then there's more of these as well. So the B, the F, F, F. All the different stages, basically. And I don't know what all of those do yet. And then we have quite a few cards and quite a few tokens. So these are rather nice. We have hearts, which are here, which I can use to exchange cards with other golems, it will be in my case, but players. And we also have jewels, which we're trying to get. We need in the solo game to get all 6 of these jewels. And then there are also stars, and these go in certain places on the board. I'll just show you general placement of these. I think there's one down here which you can't. Oh, you can see that. And another one here. I think there are 6 stars in A. Yeah, I think there's one that goes there. And then they have this really cute 4-sided dice. Which it's really clever. It has 2 rounded sides. So it's like a dice, but 2 of the sides it just can't land on. And we use that just for taking out certain things, I think. And there are plenty more stars there, probably for later stages. And then we also have communication discs and keys in here. Again, they're really nice. Keys, I think, are part of the B stage. There are 4 keys. And then these communication discs, well, these in a solo game, they activate golem powers, and in a 2 or more player game, each player has 2, and they have a different use, which I don't know what that is, because I've been looking at all the solo play. So they are communication discs. And then we have all the cards. So lots of cards. And we have lots of different coloured cards, different numbers. And a lot of these, I think these are rare cards, and they're like wild cards, which you can get or use. These are special cards that have special powers, or with cats on. So I'll just quickly go through all these cards. So they have lots of different backs as well, because all these cards with question marks are for... I don't know what the question marks are for, actually, but... I think... Yeah, no, I don't know what the question marks are for. They might be for something else. But then we have cards like this, which are for just certain players. So you start off with, I think you have a 1 as well, but there's 2, 3, 4, 5 in a certain suit. Yeah, there's a 1. Oh yes, I got the 1 here. So you will start off, if you're playing this multiplayer, you will start off as a colour, and you will only have 5 cards in your deck. And basically you have to unlock Eternals, so you have to put cards, like there would be an Eternal here, here and here, and you have to put cards down, and once you get here you will unlock one of those Eternals, and those Eternals will have cards underneath them which become your deck. And once we get to the Eternals, I'll show you what they look like. So there's all the different colours. 4 different colours that we start with. There are purple cards, I think, as well, which come out. And then these cards are the, let's see what they call them. Oh, that is not in English. The field cards, yeah. So these field cards, they determine how you can place cards into the row. So, for example, something like this, Ghost Town, you're going 1 to 9, so you have to go up. And there's a general rule, you can't put the same number next to another one, and you can't put the same colour next to the other one, although purple cards are wild. So there are general rules and then specific rules for each of these. I'm pretty sure things like this are, you can just put those numbers down, but I should just check. So 1, 3, Yes, Riverside, you must play cards numbered 1, 3, 5, 7, odd numbers only. But you can play them in any order as long as it's not the same number and the same colour. And then we have something like Labyrinth. Labyrinth. Can't see Labyrinth. Maybe that's because they're not starting ones and they come in later on. Yes, they do. So Labyrinth, numbers must be symmetrically opposite. Colours do not need to be symmetrical. If the amount of cards played in the row during the lap is even, the two middle cards will have the same number. Not sure about that. That's a later card. But yes, there are lots of different cards. Field cards. Nice quality as well. So we have field cards. And I think these are all the Eternals cards. So you can see they have different backs to them. But I will show you the Eternals as well once we get to them, once I find them. I think I found them. So, oh! More cards, more cards. So here we have the Eternals. So these will sit in these positions in certain orders, columns. For example, the Phoenix. So as you can see here, the Phoenix will have these number of cards in its deck. And so when you complete this row, you may choose the Phoenix. There could be others here. And when you do, you get these cards. They'll already be pre-shuffled underneath the Phoenix. And the Phoenix will turn over and then move up here, just off the board where you can't see. But the Phoenix also has a curse. So the Phoenix says no ones. So you cannot play ones. But if you complete these, so for example, a 1 or a 9, you will get, so let's just pretend this is up here. So if I discard a 1 or a 9 into the river, which is at the bottom, I can use this jewel to put this here, which blocks that curse. So the Phoenix is no longer cursed, and we can play ones. Excuse me. But the game ends if we can't take an action. One of our players can't take an action, and that is if we can't play a card. So the way we get more cards is by getting to these Eternals and freeing them, basically. So that's pretty cool. What else is in here? So an egg, a dragon. Yeah, I have no idea. And then these, these are actually Phoenix cards. So as you can see, these correspond. So there's one card with a star on. And then we've got a 9, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6, 3. So that's the cards the Phoenix have, which will be shuffled up. So that's how you get more cards into your deck. So they'd be like that. So yeah, these are all Eternal cards. I don't know what the mystery thing is. These are all got question marks on the back, so I'm not sure about that. And the dragon. And then we have one more deck of cards. We have more rare cards. These are end of game cards. Purple cards, which are like wild cards. So I don't think we use them in the first story, on story A. They are also double-sided, so interesting. Very interesting. Puzzles. Yep, don't know what that's about. Lots of puzzle cards. Ooh. Yes. Again, don't know what these cards are for. Purple. Yeah, these are all a mystery. Tasks. And rare. Oh, yeah, I mean, just lots of different cards that I have no idea what they do, because they must be in later parts of the story. So I think you can play any part just as a solo game. Obviously, if you're playing with lots of people, you might, like 4 people, you might not want to do a whole story. You might not be able to do that, so you can play one game. But yeah, that's it. That's everything that's in the box. Yep. And that is an unboxing for Eternal decks. The card quality is really nice. I think the wooden pieces are really nice. I really love this 4-sided dice. And I'm going to have a little play with it, but not on a live stream. Probably tomorrow if I can. So there will be a live stream of me playing this at some point. And for now, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Cheerio.